Ever since back during the April or May update of Taken King, when the Eververse store was first introduced to us, there have been some element of cosmetics that have been around, and some of the first that we actually saw were actually weapon ornaments, believe it or not. Exotic ornaments have been with us since Destiny 1, and they continue into Destiny 2. Now, with weapons, of course, comes ornaments, like in Destiny 2. If you have any sort of equipped ornament, you can apply them at any time, and just switch off or switch on, depending on which ornament you want. You can just immediately go 1, 2, or 3, and just swap things out, as long as you have them unlocked, and as long as they are, available. But on that note, let's travel back in time 7 years for a moment. There we go, that's better. Now, if you'll pardon the drop in frames, bear with me, but I kind of wanted to go through the old weapons. Now, obviously, there is a variety of Destiny 1 weapons that have came back across the years and are still even coming back with the addition of Red Death and things like Kvostov coming down the line eventually. But just to look at things like Hawk Moon, Hard Light, Suros Regime, Monte Carlo, all of these at some point had an ornament one way or another. Most of them had two. Some of them only had one, but regardless, a majority of these all still had some form of ornament that existed in Destiny 1. So, why, may I ask, did the weapons appear in Destiny 2, but the ornaments that they came with did not appear? Now, I get it, Bungie, they're possibly looking at it saying that if we get these guns back in Destiny 2, and they don't have new ornaments, or they don't look different in some form or way, maybe the community won't say, or will say, it's boring just having the same ornaments we had in Destiny 1. But at this point, where I'm seeing several exotics that don't need ornaments, getting ornaments, and that aren't exactly unique, I honestly wouldn't mind if Bungie just takes a minute and copy and paste, especially during the season of Final Shape, if they just copy and pasted a majority of old shaders and old ornaments. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the Moonglow shader on Hawkmoon looked pristine. Would love to see that in Destiny 2. And it's like the same thing for Suros Regime. Suros is in a weird thing because it's had 3 or 4 different versions. The Red Memorial being an odd offshoot and Basilisk Gore being a nice one. But the Suros Regime in its own way being a reskin. This used to be white and red. And the Destiny 2 version having a white and red version, same thing. But even with things like Thorn, right here, 2 ornaments that I imagine especially the corrupted one, I imagine if these got rebranded, redone, and HD rework done to them, they would look amazing, especially some of the things like the Last Warmind. When Kvostov comes out, if it doesn't have something clean like this, it'll be a little bit disappointing. And it's like the same thing for some of these exotics as well. Some of them gain ornaments, but they haven't gotten an ornament for 10 seasons along the line. You know, it's one of those things. There are plenty of ornaments out there. Hell, even for things like No Land Beyond. One ornament exists that's this version, and Devrim K has its own version that he holds in his hands. Honestly, at the same time, I would literally leave a message in the comments whether or not you agree or disagree. But I wouldn't mind literally just having almost every shader / ornament from Destiny 1 appear if the gun itself is in Destiny 2. I mean, some of these just look. I mean, look at that, just adorned in blood and all the spikies. I would love it. With that, my name is Matt Scorpion. I'll see you in the next video.